Hi guys, welcome to this video. In today's lesson, we are going to solve consecutive integer equations. So let's look at the first one. The sum of 5 consecutive integers is 505. What is the third number in the sequence? So it's important to know what consecutive means to start with. So consecutive means things that are happening in order, right next to each other. So numbers that come one after the other, but not just any number, integers, right? So these are actually whole numbers, could be positive or negative. So an example of 5 consecutive integers could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 whole numbers in a row. That's 5 consecutive integers. But clearly, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 is not 505. So that's not our answer. So how can we figure it out? Let's set up the problem in a little neat way. So of course, let's start with an unknown. First integer, we don't know what it is, but we could pretend, like I did just a second ago, that it was 1. And then I said that the second one could be 2, next could be 3, then 4, then 5. That could be a possible outcome. It's not, but it could be, right? So what would it look like if we set it up? Let's pretend that first number is the one we really don't know. Let's give it a variable. Let's say x. And we want to use just the one variable to create some expression or some way of identifying the second number. Well, how do we go from 1 to 2? What do we add? To get from 1 to 2, we just add 1. So our second number we could write as x plus 1. And we want to do the same thing for each of the numbers going on. So to get to 3, how would you take your first number 1 and get to 3? You'd be adding 2. So take your unknown and add 2. And you continue in this pattern. For the fourth number, you took your starting number and added 3. And for the fifth number, you take your starting number and add 4, okay? So this side, the left, is what we'll use to set up this problem. We'll add the first number plus the second, plus the third, plus the fourth, plus the fifth will be our 5 consecutive integers is equal to 505. So x plus 1 plus x plus 2 plus x plus 3 plus x plus 4 equals 505. And we've established our equation. Now, it doesn't look the best, but it's not that difficult to solve. We just simply need to get the left side simplified, make it look better. So we'll combine all of the x's. We have 1 here, there, 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 there. Put those together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 x's. We rewrite as 5x. And then put your numbers. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. What does that come out to be? Now 1 and 2 is 3, 3 and 3 is 6, and 4 is 10. So 5x plus 10 equals 505. Now this looks like a two-step equation that we solved before. So just isolating the variable here, subtracting 10 from both sides first, we end up with 5x equals 495. Getting x alone, divide both sides by 5, and x equals 99. But be careful, make sure you remember what x was to begin with. X is our beginning integer. It's the first one in our sequence of 5 consecutive numbers. So they didn't ask us to find the first number. They said, what is the third number in the sequence? So if the first one is 99, the next one would be 100, then 101, then 102, and then lastly 103. So the number we're looking for, the third number, is 101. Okay? Let's try another example. Example 2 says, the sum of 3 consecutive even integers is 78. What is the second number in the sequence? So let's start by picking out some things that are very important in the problem. First, the sum lets us know that we're adding. We're adding 3 numbers that are even, 3 consecutive even integers that equal 78. Okay? So we're going to set up this problem the same way as before, except for this time we're looking at even integers. So you could pretend here that it could be 2, 4, 6, because that's even, right? And those are 3 in a row. Not skipping any even numbers. We go 2, then the next consecutive even is 4, then the next consecutive even is 8. So if that was the case, the first variable could be 2, and then we need an expression to represent getting to that second even integer. So we'll take the starting one, which was x. What do we have to add to 2 to get 4? We'd be adding 2, right? When you go from one even to the next, it's 2 added to it. And finally, for the third consecutive even integer, we'd want to know, how do we go from 2 to 6? That would be adding 4. So very, very important, this part, establishing the expressions to represent your consecutive integers, whether they're even or odd. It's very important that this is set up the right way. So then we want to add these 3 expressions. We'll take x plus 2 plus x plus 4 which is equal to 78. The equation is set up. Now we need to just simplify and solve. So x would give us 3x, and 2 plus 4 is 6. Once again, giving us a 2-step equation that we can solve. So subtracting 6 on both sides, we end up with 3x equals 72. Lastly, dividing both sides by 3, x is 24. Okay. Remember though, x was our starting consecutive number in the sequence. Pay attention to the question, what is the second number? So if the first even integer is 24, what's the next even integer? 26, and the next one would be 28. Okay. So our second number is 26. This is our solution to the problem. I strongly suggest you check your answers to these problems to make sure you get it right. So you could go back here and add 24 plus 26 plus 28. Does it come out to be 78? That's a good check. And it does. Another way is, remember they asked for even integers. If you have an odd number as your answer, that's definitely going to be incorrect. So I hope this has been helpful, a very quick recap of how to solve consecutive integer equation problems. All right, guys, see you in the next video.